and there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Thunderbirds and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
So many people excited to see this wide receiver this season. We know how big of a role he played in their offense a year ago, making the college football playoff. But in talking to him leading up to this game, he told us that a big part of why he wanted to come back, why he was so excited about this season, was that he thinks his level of play can help propel this offense and take this football team even further towards winning a national championship. And he's got an opportunity to make a big exclamation point in this game today.
Looking downfield, it's Clayton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback keeps it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. On target. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. To throw, it's Clayton. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Thunderbirds offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. And they got it.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go through it. And they did just that.
They punted away on fourth down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They got into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality.
Snags it, and there's running room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. There he goes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Thunderbirds will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just
finding some room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Clayton. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. He's got 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run when you've got this kind of balance on offense?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, fighting Illini.
And how about this signal caller today, man? Showing you he can do it through the air and now with the legs, showing off the repertoire, showing why he is so hard to defend, and this defense is feeling it early in the football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Jackson will throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the pack.
Might have a chance. Runs through a tackle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires to the big fella and tackled there by the defense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends.
There's a little room there. He's up to 57 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Clayton. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. It's Aurora. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
Touchdown, Illini! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the 2nd half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. On target to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And this one splits the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds heading quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He's going to keep it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The option, he'll keep it. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Jackson will throw. Quarterback adapted. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies energize the stadium, quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson going to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Now the Illini calling their timeout there first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, they have a massive lead, only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Snagged out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it's the Thunderbirds who will have it first and 10. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's Rice trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you.
Go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dorsett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires quickly. Breaks free. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Moving away from pressure. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. And that one's way too far for everybody.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 97, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Clayton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Aurora. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.